gotta learn to take it. Try to believe when the going gets rough that you gotta hang tough to make it. History repeats itself, try and succeed. Never doubt that you're the one and you can have your dream. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight to the end, cause your life will depend on the strength that you have inside you. Gotta be proud, standing out in the crowd when the odds of the game defy you. Try your best to win them all, and one day time will tell. When you're the one that's standing there, you've reached the final bell. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight till you drop. Never stop. You can't give up until you win sometime. You're the best in town.
This song only requires power chords or fifth chords. Here are chord shapes with roots on each of the different strings you'll need. Let's take a look at these power chords or fifth chords as they're called on the guitar. They're very simple. They're just 3 notes. And what they are is a root note, a fifth, and then another root. And the fifth means the 5th note of the scale of whatever root that is you're playing. That's what that note is called in the scale. So here's a root note on the 6th string power chord. It's just those top 3 notes. If you want to move it down to the 5th string, you just shift that whole shape down. And the same thing with the 4th string. You just shift the whole shape down, but you need to increase that bottom string note for the 4th string root power chord. If you want to play the open E, you just do it like that. You can do it with one finger, just a simple bar on the 2nd fret of the 4th and 5th strings. Same with the A. There I'm just playing the open 5th string and then a bar the 2nd fret on strings 3 and 4. There's an opening chord you can play if you have a whammy bar. It sounds like this. Try to be best cause you're only a man. What I did there was I have my whammy bar in hand and I'm making an E chord and I do an up-down stroke of just muted strings and then I hit a downstroke of the chord and I just pulse the whammy bar down to bend down that note several times. And I do it with each beat that I'm counting. So I do, the first time I hit the whammy is when I start counting. And I count 4 3 times and then 2 more beats before I go in. So it sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Try to be best cause you're only a man. Here's what a typical verse sounds like. Try to be best cause you're only a man and a man's gotta learn to take it. Try to believe when the going gets rough that you gotta hang tough to make it. History repeats itself. What's happening on that verse section is it's just 2 different chords, E and A, but it's being played in different positions and it ends with a quick E minor. So it starts off with this low E and then I'm playing the E here on the 7th fret, an octave higher. So it goes, and then I switch to the A, open A, and then I'm playing the A here on the 4th string, 7th fret. And then back to E, low E, and then I'm playing just a quick E minor here to end that line of the verse. So what that is it's just a bar of the 12th fret here on strings 1, 2, and 3. So the whole pattern played slowly sounds like this. Here's Here's how the second part of the verse sounds. History repeats itself, try and you'll succeed. Never doubt that you're the one and you can have your dream. You're the best around. Let's look at the pattern on the second part of the verse. It starts off with this E here on the 7th fret, then down to a D on the 5th, down to a C on the 3rd, down to a B on the 2nd, and then off this B I'm doing a little 80s rock band slide, like, and all I'm doing there is on strings 3 and 4 sliding up to the 12th fret and back down. Then I go to an A, to a D on the 5th, to the C again on the 3rd, to the B before I enter the chorus, which starts with an A. The strum pattern on that second part is just downstrokes of each chord. And then you do the slide on that B, to the A, to the D, and then the C you can do 4 downstrokes. Kind of a little build-up starting. Then it goes to the B where you do 3, and then you lead into the chorus from there. You go to the A chord. Here's the chorus. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight to the end, cause your life will depend on the strength that you have. The chorus starts off with this A chord here on the 5th, to an A chord here on the 12th, an octave higher. Where I slide down and hit this D here on the 5th, and then I play this G on the 10th, F sharp on the 9th, E on the 7th, down to a D on the 5th, and that pattern repeats twice, but I throw in some down upstrokes in between each chord. It sounds like this. The ending build-up part sounds like this. On the last go-round, you go to the A, the high A, the D, to the G, to the F sharp, and then you hit a quick hit of the E before going to the C, where you do a little build-up to the D, continue that build-up, and then you go to the either verse or you're going to start the solo or the bridge part, depending on where you are in the song. Here's the guitar solo. I've divided the guitar solo into 2 sections. I'll play each section slowly and then I'll show the tablature for that section. Here's section 1 of the solo played slowly. Here's the tablature for section 1 of the solo. The lines are the strings of the guitar, and the numbers on them are the frets that are played. Here's section 2 of the solo played slowly. You're the best around. Here's the tablature for section 2 of the solo. Here's the whole solo played slowly. Here's the bridge. Fight till you drop, never stop, you can't give up until you win sometime. You're the best in town, listen to that sound. A little bit of all you got will never bring you down. You're the best. This bridge pattern just needs to be memorized or written down. So it starts off with a G, fight till you drop, and then it goes to a C, never stop, and then to a D, you can't give up until, to a B, until you win sometime, to an E, and then it goes back to a C, you're the best in town, to a D, listen to that sound, and then there's a walk down where it goes a little bit of all. So that was C, B to an A, all you've got, to a B, to a C, never bring you down, to a D, and that leads you back to the chorus. If you want to make that bridge part a little softer, you can play open chord shapes. They'll sound like this. Fight till you drop, never stop, you can't give up until you win sometime. You're the best in town, listen to that sound. A little bit of all you got will never bring you down. You're the best around. What I did with those open shapes was I just played open G to a C, to a D, to a B, B major, to an E minor, and then I did C to D, and then the little walk was C, B minor, A minor, B minor, C to a D before bringing it back in.